I think I've just accepted being fat.
Steve, you can't call yourself fat.
I've accepted being out of shape, so I don't worry about that anymore. I don't even think I've looked in the mirror. Was that point meaning we're live?
Oh, aren't you going to hit the time?
Or are you just like doing a rock and roll thing? We'd have to figure out how to like. Well, no, I guess it would be like a. Yeah.
What?
Like a screen.
Like you need
it's
an
like,
intro?
Da 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 da.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I actually have a funny story. I asked Eddie to make an intro song for this, like short 10 seconds.
And did he do it?
So I sent him like a audio sample of a song that I found on like this Beats website.
Yeah, so they're free.
And then I was like, just do like simple lyrics, like they once were together and now they're apart. Welcome to the X podcast or something stupid like that. And 2 hours go by. He's like, yeah, I'm doing it. He sends me a 3-minute song that's like a real breakup song. And I was like, what the fuck is this? We're not using this.
Can we hear it?
We don't have it. But
Oh.
like, I guess you could.
It's my ode to you guys.
I want to hear it.
No, it's so ridiculous. I forgot about that.
Is it good or is it like
Yeah,
sad?
it's a good song, but it's like, yeah, it is. It's like, what was the lyrics again? You remember them probably.
Let's just be friends.
Yeah, but it was like 3 minutes long. I was like, I can't fucking use this. He's like, well, maybe I'll just keep it for my album. And like, just keep the song. I was like, could you actually just make like, I just need like a 15-second clip.
I'm going to use it as the intro for this one, so.
Okay.
Not 3 minutes
we
of it,
don't-
no.
just like one little part of it.
Yeah, do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So assume that song's playing right now, and now you're going.
I'm thinking let's just be friends. I'm thinking let's just be friends.
Okay.
We'll show you after and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can hear it. Yeah, this is a podcast and we're we're not together anymore. So yeah. I had this idea like 2 months ago in my head to make a podcast where I have all my exes just be like guests.
Uh-huh.
And then I thought, yeah, that's not a good idea. I'd just rather have like a podcast with you.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they all have restraining orders, so I don't know how you would do that.
Like I have restraining orders on them and they have restraining
They
orders
have
on
them
me.
on you.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not that psycho.
Nah.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
That looks like it's going to fall, Eddie.
What does?
It's not going to fall, though. Yeah. Yeah. I watched this thing on Netflix, it's like a skit show. And you said before we started recording that you look like one of those comedians.
Stop. No. No.
But
What?
like when she came on, like when I look at you, I'm like, oh yeah, you're pretty. What? What's her name?
Oh, jeez.
But like when I saw her and she had like this really like voice, I was like, ugh.
So you do think I look like her? No.
I don't think you look like anybody. I've never seen anybody that looks like you.
Yeah, no. Because God doesn't hate everybody.
I think like I look like Marlon Brando in his bad years. That's what I
Lauren
look like.
Lapkus. It's not that I thought I looked like her. It's that I feel like my head is getting shorter this way.
Like, yeah.
And
Well, we do shrink as we age.
well, no, I saw her and I was like, wow, she has a freakishly tiny head. And then I looked in the mirror and I was like, I have a fucking freakishly tiny head.
Yeah, but you like have this thing about you.
Or obsess over things for
Yeah,
like a minute.
yeah. Like a long time ago, our friend said that you had a big forehead.
I've had bangs
And ever
since.
since. Yeah.
Seriously, he said I had a big forehead.
And she just
And
got
then-
bangs.
And then I got bangs.
Yeah. It's the whole.
And yeah, and they're the worst because you can't sweat. You can't fucking do anything with bangs.
Yeah, you brought that up about that stand-up, Whitney Cummings, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Who said that Dane Cook had a joke about weird vaginas or something?
Oh no, that was not. That was the one that likes anal. Nikki Glazier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
She's the one that said he was talking about janked up vaginas, and she went home and looked at her vagina and was like,
And then for like years, she thought she had a weird vagina just because of that one joke.
"Yeah, totally."
Yeah, it's just weird to like obsess over like body image and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, I just have shitty thin hair, so that's
Stop being so fucking mean.
No.
to yourself.
So when I don't have bangs, I got those like little wispies, and I still kind of do, but I don't know what to do. But anyway, I saw her, and I thought that I was like, oh yeah, I bet you people look at her and think, oh wow, she looks just like my friend Brittany. That's what I thought.
People do. There's like, when I saw her, I just was like, oh, she looks weird. When I see you, I don't think you look weird. So
Yeah, she just has a really freakish.
and I'd be
tiny
honest
head.
with you. Like if I thought you looked weird, I'd be like,
No,
you,
you
look weird.
wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I
You've
do.
never
You've
said
put on
anything
outfits
bad
before,
about
and
me.
when we've been getting ready to go out, like back when we were dating, you'd put on outfits. You'd be like, "How do I look?" And I'd be like, "I don't like it."
That happened once, and you told me I looked frumpy.
No, remember? Okay, I remember you used to cook for me, and you'd be like, you'd tell me, you'd be like, "Tell me if you don't like it," and I was like, so you made me this bunk shitty pomegranate dish, and I ate it, and I was like, I hated it, and you were mad at
I
me.
fucking
You were
lost
so mad at me, but you told me to be honest with you. You were like, hey, yeah, just tell me the truth, and I'll handle it, okay? But you didn't, so after that, I kind of just kept it to myself.
Yeah.
It's like when you put olives in things. I'll be honest with that, though.
No, the thing about that dish. No, that wasn't the one that. No, that wasn't what happened. I spent like 2 hours because that was a lunch I packed you.
Yeah.
The one with the pomegranate that you didn't like, and I agreed with you.
Yeah,
It was not good. I don't like that kind of food.
yeah.
But I made you dinner. I cooked it for like 2 hours. Like got an amazing recipe. And
Yeah.
I was literally like eating it like, holy fuck, this is so good. And then you ate some and you were like, yeah, it's good. And I was like, what do you mean it's
Well,
good?
we have different
Like-
fucking tastes.
No, but you
buds.
weren't as excited about
I'm not
and
going to
about
be
it as me.
excited about something I don't enjoy eating. I don't have to like everything you like.
Yeah. No, but that pomegranate thing, it's not, you just don't like pomegranates, but you don't know how to like open up your taste
That's not
horizons.
true. Me and Eddie had a conversation about this yesterday where you force food on me. It's like-
I do?
yeah, you used to. You'd be like, yeah, I know you don't. I know you say you don't like pomegranates, but you will. Like you used to put cilantro in things. I was like, it tastes like fucking Old Spice. I don't want to eat this shit. And that's actually a medical condition. I looked at it, like I saw it online. It was like some people taste soap when they eat cilantro. Cilantro.
So, it's, oh, you made me think of something. I don't accept when people say they don't like things.
You also don't accept when people say they're allergic to things.
Yeah,
So
I know.
that's.
I know. I think it's a lie.
I'm allergic to cats. You know that. You've seen the effects of that.
And I don't really know if it's true.
If I picked up a cat right now and went, "Bleh," and just put a cat in my face, I'd fucking die, and you've seen it. Remember how stuffed
okay.
up I used to get after going to your sister's because of Dodger?
Yeah. No, but like food allergies, you know.
There are literally people who are allergic to shellfish that will die if they eat shellfish.
Okay, so,
How are they lying?
well, no.
You're talking about intolerances.
No, I think it's that I think if you believe that you have the allergy, you'll have the
It's
reaction.
like a placebo effect.
Yeah. So, no, because seriously, I don't know why. Like, I never ate real crab until like my 20s because
Yeah.
we always just got that like Pollock shit in the package,
Yeah.
and like we eat lobster, so why would we eat crab? And I don't know. It's just not
Crab's a
really-
big thing on the West Coast, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean we have it on the East Coast, but we just didn't really eat it. And so I ate it, and my mouth got really itchy, and my whole neck got these little tiny dots on them.
Yeah, okay.
And then I worked at a restaurant where I had to dress up as a sailor. And from here down,
Is there pictures of this?
I might be able to find one. From here down, I was covered in a full body rash, and we served crab. And every time I eat it, my mouth gets itchy and my ears get itchy, but I still eat it, like, because if I don't accept the fact that
So
I'm
telling me this is like years ago, like a decade or more ago, when it first happened.
yeah, like I was like 21.
And today, you still eat crab.
Oh yeah, I got a
And
crab
today
banging
you
like a month
still
ago.
have an allergic reaction to crab.
No, my mouth just gets a little itchy.
So you've built up a tolerance to your allergy to crab, but you're still allergic to crab.
No, I'm not allergic to it.
But
I
you
can't-
don't eat oranges.
Yeah, but that's like a different thing. That's not.
An
That's just
allergy.
like no, it's not.
It's an intolerance to oranges,
Yeah, my
which
tongue.
is kind of like an allergy.
Yeah, but I don't. I still drink. If you gave me a sip of orange juice right now, I would do it.
I dare you to drink orange juice. No.
I'll fucking do it.
Did you have any ideas of what we could do on this podcast?
Yeah, I got a couple
Okay.
things. One of them's called Steven's shitty analogies.
Oh god. I do have really fucking horrible analogies.
Yeah. Like, let me just think. Oh, here's one.
Yeah.
Literally, I was talking about botulism. Oh no, yeah, we were talking about botulism and taking food safe. And your analogy for that was
No,
it's like getting okay, so what I
you
said
said was it's okay to work in a restaurant and not have your food safe as long as you're registered to have
Yeah.
your food safe.
Yeah.
So that's like the loophole in the system. And then I said
Yeah.
that's like getting an STD test and then just never looking at the results, but just
Dude,
keep fucking.
That's the worst
That's-
analogy.
that's-
It's so bad. Your analogies are fucking terrible.
That's a good analogy. Like, Eddie, what do you think? Is that a good analogy?
I was on board with it.
Yeah.
Oh
okay.
man, I think that okay.
It's just like it's like a YOLO attitude. Like, I don't need my food safe. I just need to be registered. Like,
No. It's just that don't
I know what you're talking
Also,
about. I
you know
do
what?
have shitty ones.
This is the thing is that sometimes you need an analogy when someone's saying something really profound and confusing. But literally, it's pretty self-explanatory what I said. Like, I'll literally be like, this chocolate chip cookie's really good. And you're like, yeah, you know what they say. Like, and here's my shitty
No.
analogy.
Well, okay, so part of the reason why I do that is because my mind just goes there, and then I'm like, I'm going to say this out loud because it might be funny. That's why I do it.
Yeah, but
You're just sick of my shit over the years. That's all it is.
no, but you have an analogy for everything. It's like,
having an analogy for everything is like, just like put one in there. I don't have one.
no.
I can't.
I'm just trying to think like, I'll be like, oh yeah, this person pissed me off. And you're like, yeah, it's like as if your friend dropped you off and kicked you into the ocean. And I'm like, no, they just didn't return my text.
That's not.
That's the level. Like,
Yeah,
you-
I know.
I'm
I
here
can
and you go
distinctly
there.
remember like times when it's happened, but I can't remember like an act. Like I won't be able to bring up what I said because it's like I used to do that all the time. I'd be like, oh fuck, I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt like way back in the day,
Yeah.
and it was just like outrageous shit that I say.
Yeah. So I think your analogies.
Oh, I'm sure they'll
Kill
come out
me.
on this thing.
I'm going to start writing them down. But,
Steven's analogies. Make a coffee book.
yeah. So that was one thing
Yeah.
I thought as I talk about your shitty analogies. What did you think of?
I actually thought that I woke up at 2 a.m. last night, and I've been up since. Like I'm exhausted because I had like one of those like come to wake like night terror things. But like I thought last night because I found this cover of "I'm on Fire" by Bruce Springsteen.
Who
and
did it?
What?
Who did it?
Some country guy. You
Oh.
might be able to pull it up, Eddie. It's like just type "I'm on Fire" cover.
What about it?
It's just like I heard it and I was like, I thought in my head like, because I saw it on this thing, it was like amazing cover, and I was like, okay. And then I looked it up. It's got Katherine Heigl in the music video,
Oh.
but it's like a country version of it. And then I listened to it and I was like, it sucked.
Oh.
So like in my opinion, it sucked.
Well, if it's country, it's gonna suck.
What about Garth Brooks? His crazy ass.
Garth Brooks?
I like his
No.
music from the 90s, but
No, who's the really weird
it's
one?
like way like a minute in, Eddie.
Who's the weird one that does Chris Gaines? Is that Garth Brooks?
Yeah. When
Oh,
he changed his
okay.
alter ego or whatever.
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh yeah, fuck this.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk to you about like, first things first, no one can cover "I'm on Fire."
Actually, yeah, there is the best I'm on Fire cover.
Are you talking
ever.
about like Shaky Graves or who did it
No.
again? I think.
Oh, Shaky Graves does one. No, man, they're called the Staves. They're these 3 bitches.
The Staves.
Yeah.
3 bitches.
No, they're so good because they harmonize and they're super talented.
Like the Dixie Chicks kind of thing.
No,
or are they
no,
dudes?
it's not on that shitty level. It's girls.
Shitty level. You don't like the Dixie Chicks?
Sorry, not shitty level,
Wide
but
open
not so
spaces?
fucking bumpkin country. Like
Yeah, shut this shit off, Eddie. I don't want to hear it. This sucks.
everybody can sing like a country music star.
I'm just saying, when you cover a song, it's so fucking rare that you do it better than the original.
Whitney Houston did a better Dolly
Yeah,
song.
no, but I'm not saying it never happens, because Whitney Houston, her cover of Dolly Parton's.
Mad World.
Yeah, Gary Jules.
Yeah, there you go. The fucking original Mad World is the worst.
Oh yeah. Or what was I gonna say? Johnny Cash's cover of Nine Inch Nails, like Hurt.
Yeah,
That was
man.
incredible. Even Trent Reznor actually said, he's like, that's Johnny
Dude,
Cash's
you're on
song.
camera
Now.
picking your nose.
I'm not. I'm itching my nose. And even if I had a booger, whatever, we're all human.
Yeah, I know, but that's like a thing you're known for is picking your nose.
That's
and
not what
rubbing
I'm
it on
known for.
people's
Like if I
couches.
phoned one of my friends and was like, "Am I known for? Give me the top 50 things I'm known for." That's not going to be in the list.
Okay, well, whenever I first became your friend, you made a Twitter status that said, "If we're friends, you need to understand."
You can count on the fact that there's at least 3 or 4 of my boogers under your couch. I remember that. Yeah.
And
That's a good
I've
tweet.
seen you, like your truck. We should take the camera out to your truck, and I guarantee you the side of your truck seat is fucking.
First things
covered in
first. First
boogers.
things first. I can defend that because I
Drywall dust.
I work in drywall, so it gets stuck in your nose hairs. So when I'm going home, I go like this, and I'm not one of those weirdos like you, Eddie, where he balls it up like this, and then he fucking eats it. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
he
No, he puts it in the garbage. But I don't ball it up.
I think I've seen Eddie like get it like pretty far up.
Okay,
though.
I'm gonna tell you a story about Eddie right now.
Oh God.
I've pulled some serious.
Is this the
Dude.
one where you thought he pulled his brain out of his
Yeah, I
nose?
told you about this. Dude, he's sitting there and he was picking his nose. It was in my kitchen. I almost puked in my fucking kitchen sink. He goes like this, and I like a side profile for camera purposes. He goes like this and pulls it out to right there, and it's still attached, and it's as thick as a cigarette.
You gotta stop.
I literally looked at him. I went, "Oh fuck!" Like, and I just was like, I started gagging, and he just had no problem with it. He just ate it. It was fucking weird. Mm-hmm. You don't eat your
I
boogers. I'm just
eat my
kidding.
boogers, but I definitely do pull some crazy shit out of my face.
Oh yeah, I like yeah. We're not going to get into stories about how disgusting Eddie is and how he just doesn't care about things, but
That's for another podcast.
Yeah. It could just be disgusting secondhand stories I've heard of Eddie that you've told me. I think the booger one's the worst.
yeah.
What were we just talking? Oh, talking about covers.
I can't think of really many. There's probably only 10 in the history of the world.
That are better than the original.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but
Like bands did a good job, like the Ataris. I don't know if you remember, they did The Boys of Summer. Mm-hmm. Like that was a good cover because it was punk,
yeah,
but it was like, why you can't cover Don Henley and do a better job? Don Henley's from the fucking Eagles.
yeah,
Like
right. But also,
it's like if you covered Summer of '69, don't do it. Like
no,
you know.
no. But okay, so do you think a cover should try to be as much like the original? Is that, or do you think you should try to make it your own?
Make it your own.
Okay.
For sure. And that's why, like, Whitney Houston did a way better job because she made it her own. Mm-hmm. That's why Johnny Cash, he made it his own, right? Gary Jules made it his own. You know what cover actually in my mind is better? And he just did it randomly on the piano, but Bon Iver, when he did Bonnie Raitt's...
Oh, I Can't Make You Love Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Like I think I've seen videos of him trying to recreate it, like in a studio, but it's like that one random video which looks like a house party, and he just sat at a piano and they played like.
I don't think I've seen that.
It's the song.
Yeah.
He just played. That's live.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when I
so good.
first saw him do that, I was like, Jesus Christ.
But I feel like if Bon Iver did anybody's song,
is it Bon Iver or Bon Iver? Because you
'Kay.
speak French a little bit, right?
so
Speak French to me right now.
no.
Do it.
So no,
Tell me I look sexy in this shirt in French.
no. I'm just gonna explain something.
Okay.
So there's people that say Bon Iver, But it's so the
Who
whole
the fuck says Bone Iver?
that's when they first came out. Everybody was
I
saying
feel like
Bone
I'm-
Iver.
Bone Iver.
Bone Iver. No. So what happened was him and his like band.
Yeah.
They went to a cottage in
Yeah, it means cold winter. Yeah, I think you've told me.
no
that.
good
Oh,
winter.
good winter.
So Bon Hiver is with the H and the apostrophe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So whenever I learned about Bon Hiver, I would like that was like back like when there was just YouTube and then it would like suggest the videos.
Yeah.
And I was watching it whenever him and his like crew would like go and play on like kids instruments and just like they harmonized, they were amazing.
Yeah.
And then in one of the videos they explained that they went into the woods and they were like recording in this studio and it was the winter and that's
like
where
he
they
did his first album.
yeah, and that's where so I say Bon Hiver, what do you say?
Bon Iver.
Bon Hiver.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not Bon Hiver. It's bon, like bon.
Yeah, but it's like the croissant.
Well, no. Also, you gotta
Croissant.
be like, I say so many words different than other people.
Yeah, I know. You say necklace.
Necklace, because that's exactly how
It's
it's spelled.
necklace.
Necklace.
You fucking
'Kay,
redneck.
if I called my mom right now and I said, "Hey, mom, I'm gonna,"
She'd be like,
text
"Hold
you
on a
word,
second. I'm getting
read it."
tag teamed by two black guys." That's
No,
what
she
you'd say.
wouldn't. No, she would. I'd say, "Mom, I'm gonna text you a word and you gotta say it," and she would say necklace. And
Yeah,
then
because you're from the East Coast and you guys are rednecks.
no, but necklace.
Everyone
Necklace.
else in the world.
Where necklace?
Necklace.
No, necklace.
Yeah, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the store and get a chocolate bar. What chocolate bar are you gonna get? Oh, Mars bar.
Mars bar.
Mars bar.
There's also what's the other one? There's something else. Oh, apparently I say avocado,
Avocado.
but it's avocado. Avocado.
Oh.
And because I order produce all the time, I'll be like, I'll have a case of avocado.
Do you actually have any words not pertaining to you being born on the East Coast, but like being like you fucked the word up and people call you out on it? Like me, like remember a few years ago I thought it was pterodactyl.
Pterodactyl.
So for like 30 years of my life I thought it was pterodactyl, not pterodactyl. And I got into an argument with somebody about it. I was like, no, it's pterodactyl, fuck off.
I'm so scared of saying things wrong
Really?
that I'll literally fucking go to the
You are
dictionary
so
and
paranoid in here.
hit the play button. And it's
How
like,
does
this
it
is how you
feel
say the word.
inside of you to be like paranoid about what you say and like that your head's too small? And then, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like so much paranoia.
No, it's because
You must feel like like, do you ever put your face in your pillow and just scream?
no, I did this new thing though. I put my hands on my face like this, and then I scream into my hands when I'm driving. It's a
You
thing.
should be holding the wheel.
No, I use my knees. I use my
That
knees.
should be more illegal than texting while driving.
No, it's I can't remember what it's called, but the body worker told me that back, I think it was in the 60s, people would scream into their pillows.
Yeah.
And it's like that whole animal thing, like how like cat's hair sticks up on their back, and then whenever it's safe again, the hair goes back down.
Yeah.
But humans, when they are in a stressful or anxious situation,
Yeah.
the hairs on our backs go up, which is the cortisol that gets spread into your body.
Yeah.
And then we figure out, okay, it's safe. I'm okay. I'm not stressed anymore. And then, but we don't have a way of, so, okay, I'm aware that I'm okay now, but my body doesn't know that. So we don't have a way to do that. So then I think it was in the 60s, they figured that screaming into your pillow, that was the way of calming your body down. So I learned that. So I scream into my hands, or the other one is like, you exhale like candle breathing. It's like,
yeah. I don't think any of these things though, like you're still worried you have a small head and you don't.
no, yeah, okay. So then whenever I'm feeling too much, I do that.
Yeah.
And then it makes the tightness in my chest get a little looser.
Oh, it's like breathing techniques when you have like anxiety or panic.
Yeah, or if I'm about to.
Screaming techniques while you're driving down the road. I'm pretty sure the healer didn't tell you to do it while you were fucking driving.
No, I told him I did it, and he was like, okay. He's really funny. He was like, he has these like massager things, and I was like, is it possible to use
You did
this
that
thing?
to me the other day when I
Yeah.
stopped at your house. Yeah.
He's like, I was like, is it possible to like overdo it? And he's like, no. And he's like, oh no, wait. For you, yes. Like, he's already got me figured out. He's like, you overdo things. You're obsessive. Like, he gives me like his textbooks because I'm so obsessed with figuring out.
Why don't you, like, I need to do it too. So I'm not being judgmental here. Like, I need to go to fucking therapy. But like,
why do I need therapy? I'm perfectly
because you're
normal.
obsessed with things. like you're literally so obsessed with things to the point where one idiot jokingly said you had a big forehead a few years ago and you've had bangs since. And you don't have a big forehead.
All right, that'll be the reveal.
What?
If we get 1 million subscribers, I'll show everybody my forehead.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh wait, do you have things that you had ideas of talking about?
I talked to Eddie about this yesterday. Like, I figured step on a scale every week, and if I weigh the same or more, I have to do something that I don't want to do. And we were talking, and I said, because it's like a big fear of mine, I have to watch somebody die on the internet.
Oh my God.
I know, but I was just joking around.
I thought it would be like, oh, I didn't lose weight, so maybe the solution is to fucking exercise.
No, because Eddie, I don't want to do that because there's been twice I've accidentally stumbled on it. Mm-hmm. And Eddie tried to send me a video the other day, and he's like, I didn't know people could die on the internet. I was like, why are you sending me this? I'm not watching this fucking video. Like, because you know how with cameras nowadays, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, right before we started, I was just scrolling Facebook, and they posted the picture of a guy who decided to go underwater and propose to his girlfriend. Like, it looked like there was a glass, so she was on one side, he was on the other, and he proposed to his girlfriend, like, had a piece of paper in a Ziploc bag and a ring, and then it said, the title was "Guy Died While Proposing to His Girlfriend." Like, and that's on the internet. Oh, see, look, what is he doing? Don't look.
I don't want to fucking watch that, dude.
Eddie.
Why you pull that up? Like, why? Like, I'm sincerely upset with you right now. Like,
With you.
with you.
Eddie.
We're fighting now.
Eddie, it's
I thought
still sounding.
I thought my job was to bring up the things you guys talked
I don't
about.
want to. We're talking about how I don't want to see it.
You weigh more than the last podcast.
I turned over and I saw him fall for like 3 inches on the screen. I don't want probably 10 feet in real life, but like fuck, I'm gonna fight you. After
No,
this.
that now you're gonna lose weight
Yeah. There you go.
because you don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna
again.
lose weight, kicking your ass. Like, what the fuck, man?
Okay, so you want to weigh yourself every podcast?
And then we'll just have like a thing, like a punishment that like literally fucking sucks. Not like,
Okay.
oh, eat this lemon
Oh.
whole. Like something that like I really don't want to do.
What about watch me make out with your dad? Like, what about if by the next podcast you
My
don't
dad's
lose
like
15
300
pounds?
pounds and 5'10". You want to make out with him?
Just someone that'll really hurt.
You do this all the time too, because like to anybody, we haven't told the story that we've been broken up for 2 years, and we still care and love about each other, but for 2 years and throughout our relationship, you talked about sucking people off and fucking people. Like, it's like a joke you do, but it kind of hurts my feelings sometimes.
Yeah.
You said it outside, and I was like, I remember thinking in my head, just don't think about it, Steven. Just don't.
It's
Because I'm okay if you want to go be with somebody else intimately, but like, Jesus Christ, if I have to hear you talking about blowing somebody, like, again?
but it's such a joke. Like, I would never do it.
Well, you have to do it.
No. But whenever I'm saying it, I wouldn't do it. Actually, last night, and I forget.
I'm
that-
just saying it's salt in the wound, but go ahead. I forget the what.
But no, but it's like literally, I say that to my mother. Like,
yeah, I understand that, but we're not all the same. So
yeah,
like,
But like my mom doesn't
You
mind.
didn't date your mom for years.
Yeah, but
She's
she
not
knows I'm
romantically
kidding.
invested in her heart. What?
She knows I'm kidding. Like,
It doesn't matter that she knows you're kidding. You could say that to Eddie and he finds it funny. You say it to me and it's super awkward.
okay, but you literally
Oh, shit.
decided to date the person who my favorite thing to talk about is sucking people off.
Did you just say sucking pee-pee?
People off.
Oh, I think you said sucking pee-pee.
No.
Guys, like, imagine, I always think about that, how funny that would be if you're like going down on a dude and you're like, yeah, your pee-pee feels nice. Or like some
Oh, no
stupid.
way. I say wiener. That's like my word, and I've heard that's pretty unattractive. But no, I forget all the time because, well, yeah, because your whole thing is I act a way with you that I don't act with other people, and that the way that I am with you, everybody should know it, and that I'd like people would think I was funny, or like you've always been bugging me to create videos, or like when you were doing vines and stuff.
Yeah. Well, but like your forehead and like your tiny head and like everything else that you worry about, like botulism, you're worried about what people are going to think about you. But you're just a lovable person.
Right.
That's why I'm still here and I haven't been like, peace,
Yeah.
see ya, don't want it. Because any other my ex-girlfriends, like I could just be standing on the road and then they'd be like, the bus would be like, and just take them out. And I'd be like, okay, where's the nearest Starbucks? Like,
But because it's not on video, you're okay with watching someone die?
well, I'm just not, I don't know. No, I'm being funny. I'm just being stupid. Like,
Yeah.
if I saw one of my exes get mowed by a bus, I wouldn't be upset because they're my ex. I'd be upset because I watched someone die.
Oh, okay. I see,
You know what I mean? Like, it wouldn't even cross my mind. I'd just be like, oh.
But-
it actually might even make it easier than a random person. But
Yeah, but so that's the difference between you and me, and I think was a big pain point was that I'm a different person around a lot of people where you're the same person all the time. So
yeah, it doesn't matter who I'm around. I'm
Yeah.
myself. Yeah.
yeah, so when Jennifer, my sister, did the surprise birthday party for my 30th,
Yeah.
it still, like, I just said surprise birthday party and my stomach went, because that was the worst day of my life, because you brought together every single person that I
And
hang
no
out with.
one's alike.
No one knows who I am.
And as a chef, you probably understand this analogy that I'm about to make.
oh,
but
let's hear it. Let's fucking hear it.
It would be like putting peas,
Okay.
corn,
Okay.
pickles,
Sounds good.
nuts and bolts,
Like, see what I mean? Like, no one fucking
and
serves you
pieces of
nuts and
dog shit in a craft dinner bucket, like
'Kay.
bucket, and stirring it up. But that's it, though.
So
and I'm the
sometimes-
piece of shit.
No. Oh, I thought these were my personalities.
No,
Like,
no.
I
I'm
have-
talking about the different personalities of your friends. Like that's why I think that like I've offended your friends before. Like,
Well,
go ahead
okay.
and tell the story of when
Which
I got on.
one? Okay. So first of all,
I haven't offended that many people. It's,
No,
it's the
okay.
couch one when we went out for nice drinks that
oh,
time.
okay. Well, there's two stories that happened there. So one of them was
If it's dancing, I can cut a rug, so don't even say it
No.
was the dancing
oh god. So you right before we got there,
into the mic.
I said, "Hey, most of these women are gay. So maybe don't say gay or anything." And I was like, also, like, some of them have like deal with like troubled teens, have had drug addictions in the past, and some of them have been homeless. So like, maybe don't talk about that. You literally plopped your ass down on the couch and you said, "What about those homeless people, eh? We should euthanize them all."
I did not fucking say
something
that.
like that.
Like, how would you? That's fucking extreme.
No. You said something like we should
I've
kill
been
all
homeless.
the homeless people.
I've been addicted to alcohol my whole fucking life.
You said that.
I've never been gay, but
You said we should
time for
kill
place.
all the homeless people, to the one person who was an
I did
ex-meth addict and homeless.
I did not
Yes, you
say
did.
that I should kill. But I don't believe. Okay, so here's the thing. Just to anybody watching or listening, I don't think at all that we should kill homeless people.
Yeah.
At all. Like, I have empathy, I care. But sometimes I can think something's funny and just not know my crowd. Now I know my crowd better. Now I can read a room a little bit better. But back then, I can. I just sometimes... Yeah, okay.
No, okay.
This whole podcast is going to be me being defensive about the stupid shit I've said over the years.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, I understand. You know what? Now I'm going to say it, and you're right. And you have taught me like a lot about how I should be around certain people.
yeah.
But I still don't want to take away the integrity, because I know I'm funny. That's why I do stand up. That's why I'm funny.
Yeah.
Like, but I just yeah.
well,
So that was the one thing I said.
well,
We should
you said
euthanize the
it
homeless
wasn't.
population.
It was something along the lines like they should all die.
I
And you like there was 15 people there, and
I
like,
thought it was the other story.
it's no, I'll tell that one too. But it's kind of like, I think the best way to describe you is that you self-sabotage. Like you're
like I don't want people to like me,
no,
because that's all I want is people to like me.
well, no, but I actually think there's this little human inside your body that's
Like Men in Black.
yeah, exactly like that. No, like
with a
Krang.
head about the size of Britney's.
No, Krang. Like
Krang, yeah, from Ninja Turtles.
yeah. So there's this little brain that
So I'm the big fucking stupid thing, and then
yeah,
there's
and then
okay,
there's
go
this
on.
little brain that is like
What is that called, Eddie? Look it up.
it's like
The dude or whatever on Ninja Turtles.
it's like, okay, Steven, this guy's mom has cancer and she's dying. Don't bring it up. And you walk in like, hey guys, what's the deal with cancer?
No,
like,
I don't do that all the time.
no.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So then I'll tell the other story is, oh, well, I want to finish my thing about
If
my
somebody
30th birthday.
hold on before
What?
you say that, if somebody says to me like, oh, you got to watch out because this person's this and this person's that or whatever, you're making fucking cancer references. Like, I don't do that. I have compassion and empathy for everybody, no matter what disease. But when it comes to like social justice warriors and the cancel culture and all those kind of
The what culture?
cancel culture, like just the people.
What's that?
I don't know quite how to explain it. My explanation of it is like when something
Are
bad
you saying
happens.
like cancel, like TV show cancel?
Yeah, can you also with the Ninja Turtles pull up cancel culture so I can read it? I think it's like somebody does something bad, like Louis C.K., right? And then they just cancel everything. Like these people come out and they're just like trying to cancel everything or something. That's what
Oh,
it's probably
I see
wrong.
what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Cancel culture is essentially when people have said or done problematic things either now or in the past and they're decidedly canceled and people no longer support them. Yeah, exactly. So what they did with Kevin Hart when he made a joke about on his Twitter 12 years ago, he was about to host the Oscars. Have you heard about this?
Mm-mm.
And he made a joke on Twitter about how if his son was gay, he would smash a dollhouse over his head, which he was just being funny. And then so they went back, and then the LGBT community or whatever, like the minority of them who have a voice was like apologize, and they messaged the Oscars, like the Academy, and then the Academy's like apologize. It's like I've already apologized for this 5 years ago. I'm not doing it. So they
Right.
they canceled him hosting the Oscars.
Okay, so there's a good chance I'm going to end up getting asked to host the Oscars one of these days. So,
Like
I'm gonna-
you mean two guys named Oscar, and then they're gonna tag team you?
yeah. So I'm going to shut you off if you do anything that might affect my chances of hosting the Oscars.
I'm not. You're so okay. Before we started this podcast, Britt told me that she's just worried sick about me being offensive because sometimes I could be offensive and not know it. But it's like you have to know with all this stuff about me euthanizing the homeless people or making fun of people with cancer. You have to know
No.
that I'm not a bad person.
No, you never did the cancer. Well, no.
I'll go as far as to say right now, you could admit that I'm one of the nicest people you know
I think that you are the most...
without alcoholism involved.
What's the word? You're the most
Don't
wrongfully... what's like... People...
wrongfully interpreted person.
Exactly. Because the thing is that...
A lot of
You-
people judge me on one thing, and that's what this cancel culture shit is. It's like one thing that somebody did.
What
so
was
if I
the thing you did?
well, just like if I was at a party once and I was just like,
Oh, right.
I was
Yeah,
like,
you've said shit.
y'all fucking suck. Like there might be two people in that room be like, that guy's an asshole, but I'm just being
But okay,
funny.
so you got away. You don't get away with it for some reason. That's the weird thing. But I think what it is, this is what I actually think, is that you are a little different. And do think that you're really handsome. And no, this is actually my theory.
Go on.
So
Tell me in
people
French.
have... It's so easy to hate an attractive person, right? Because you want to hate them. Like, you see girls hate hot girls. And I think that... Because some people that I've talked to, they're like, Steven is the cockiest, like the most self-absorbed person I've ever met.
But I'm not.
But that's the thing, is because you look good, you dress nicely, like especially when you went through your little fuckboy phase, you're wearing leather pants and
I never once wore leather
You-
pants. How dare you
Oh my
call me a
God.
fuckboy?
Bring up a photo of Steven wearing leather pants.
No, you're not going to be able to find a...
Yes,
because
I
it doesn't exist.
will.
She's talking about leopard print.
No,
I went through a little
bitch.
bit of a stage
Steven,
about 5
you
or 6 years
had-
ago where I had a leopard print jacket. You know about that jacket. That's way back on my Instagram. I
No,
won't be able
man.
to find it.
You
Not
have...
in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, well,
I had a leather shirt for a music video.
no. You had leather pants with drop crotch. Did you delete all your fucking photos?
No.
You have 7 photos, and 3 of them is of a tuna melt.
Oh, on Facebook. No, I deleted my Facebook and then
Oh.
I re-uploaded because I needed to
Oh.
know when the stand-up gigs were.
Okay, so I want to finish that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Now that I think I those leather joggers. Yeah, okay, yeah. I never even wore
'Kay,
those.
So I
They just were in my closet.
I feel like we take so long to have conversations because we jump all over the place. But so
Mike,
I'm so close to the mic.
just turn it. Is it okay?
Do you want me to put it down
Turn it down.
like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Point it at your mouth.
Hello. Okay, so I want to finish what I'm saying. I'll look for a photo of you for the next podcast. But yeah, so someone said that to me once, and like they couldn't have been more wrong. But I do think that you say things and people remember it from 20 years ago. Like, I remember you threw a rock at someone's knee.
No.
Okay,
I farted
don't
on...
tell the story.
Okay.
But you threw a rock at someone. Someone threw a rock at you. That's
Someone
what it
threw
was.
a rock at my knee and I was hurt for like 3 weeks. I couldn't walk for a week.
Okay, all right.
As hard as they could.
Right. So then,
Because
You
I
did
farted
that.
on their head.
yeah. And then, so my whole thing is that I've said shitty things, but I get away with it because I'm not hot enough for people to hate me. No, and that's what it is it's that, like, you're like, oh, people just like you so
Are
much
you
more
saying
than
that
me.
the things that you've done wrong in your life have passed by people because they feel sorry for you for being ugly? Is that
No.
essentially what
No,
you're saying?
no.
Because that's so fucking
No,
outrageous.
it's that you can't, there's no reason to dislike me because
Because you're a likable person because you change your persona around different people.
No.
So when I meet someone who's like super sensitive and super feminist and super fucking right wing or left wing, whatever, I don't know anything about politics. Like my friend's wife, she hates my fucking guts. You know what I mean?
shutting that one off.
I wasn't talking about you guys
Oh, what friend's wife? Oh, everyone's wife that I can think of does not like you.
because they're
That's
jealous
true.
of me because
No,
I'm
no.
sexy.
And I think
I'm sexy.
no, I think that you. What the fuck was that?
I was calling myself sexy.
Yeah, that was weird.
You said it. You told me that I was handsome, and that's why everyone
No.
hates me. So I may as well just be that.
Yeah, no, but I think that okay. So when you say like, oh, I'm fat or I'm this, and you shit talk yourself, it's like, yeah, shut up, hottie, like go fuck yourself. But whenever I'm like, my
I
head's
gained
tiny,
like fucking 30 pounds.
whenever I'm like, my head's tiny, you guys are like, no, Brittany, you're so awesome.
It's
You're a
not
nice
true.
person.
He was making fun of your fucking tiny head.
No, he said
He said you were the person in my stomach had the same size head as you.
no, but he was like, I feel like if you're controversial and you're attractive, people have more reasons to dislike you. Men
Yeah.
won't like you because you're funnier than they are and their girlfriends laugh at you. So that's one of your problems.
So they're threatened.
It's, well, I don't know. I think so much that I'm really thinking subconsciously. And this is my theory, is because people think you're cocky, which you're not, but cockiness, it is kind of like looking good. and
I honestly think that people think that because I'm confident. Because when it comes, just fucking don't. When it comes to, like if someone's a dick, like if I'm sitting in a room and someone's being a dick, I'll look over at them when everybody else has their head down, and I'll be like, "You're being a fucking dick," right to their face.
Okay, but so I think in
So people
conclusion,
think that that's cocky, but I'm just confident. I don't fuck around with idiots.
so in conclusion is, you need to get ugly if you want to be forgiven. Because, okay, so...
Well, I've been working on it. I've gained, 30, 40 pounds in the past couple of years.
Yeah, but everybody gets fat. No, but so for me...
Everybody except for your head.
Because I think about shit I've said, especially moving here from PEI. I remember I didn't know that faggot was a mean word.
Yeah,
I
didn't
had
know
no
either.
idea.
When I grew up in Powell River, and everyone called everyone
Yeah,
that.
but picture this. I get a job, and every morning the prep list said, "Hey, faggots," and then it would be the prep.
Yeah.
And then finally someone was like, "Brittany, you can't say that." And then I was like, "What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And I had no fucking clue that I wasn't allowed to say it. And then I got a job at Rebar, which is like a very open
Health food
to the
place
no
with-
I'm talking
oh,
about the
yeah.
people that work there, like trans and
yeah.
gay people, and then that was my first experience of that. Like then I found out what trans was, and so I didn't know that saying that was so offensive. And even now, like I go back to PEI, and now like I'm like, ooh, like that hurts, but that's just how we talk. Like even my mom, I'll call her up and she'll call me a cocksucker or something.
Yeah.
Like that is offensive, right? Because I don't know. It's just it's interesting how they're like, okay, so then I moved here. I got that job at Floyd's. I'm literally calling everybody faggot, like that was literally, instead of like, "What's up, dude?" It was always that. And no one remembers it. No one talks about it. But you said faggot probably at a time, or called something gay, and people talk about it still. So that's the thing, is I think that they forgive me because I'm not attractive.
No,
but they don't.
I think it has.
you.
It has to do with the fact one you're a cute female. It's hard to hate someone who is like cute and nice and kind and like, but it's easy to hate someone who's just like a dude, a cisgendered male, if you will. You know what I mean?
What's that word mean? Cisgender.
Cisgender just means like I was born with a PP and I identify as a male.
What?
Like a white male that was born a male that never went along the lines of blowing a dude or changing things or anything. What? How do you not understand?
No,
what I'm
no.
saying?
My head was because you said you never blew a dude, and then I went like that. I don't know
Fair.
why cisgen. It just sounds.
There's a bunch. It's all whatever. It's. I never heard it until a few years ago.
Oh, I did. I've never heard that word. It's when you said it.
It's a big one with like lesbians, like hard butch lesbians call white males cisgenders and males.
Well, when you said it, I thought you were being offensive. I don't know.
Here's the
that
thing.
word.
Here's the funny thing about that. When my friend worked at that restaurant that you're talking about, there was a lot of lesbians, a lot of trans people, a lot of bisexual people that worked there, and everyone liked me. They all really liked me, and they thought I was funny.
Yeah.
And I was offensive sometimes, but they got that was my personality. Mm-hmm. And then there was one girl who worked there who just hated me because a joke didn't land.
Right. Oh, yeah. But also, I feel like someone just talked about this, about how, what was it? It was like white people have a bigger problem of what's happening to black people than black people do, or something like that. Like how we're the ones blowing it up, and they're just like, "Hey man, like just stop killing us." But then white people are like making it like they're blowing it up, like they're the ones.
Yeah, like it'd be like a Black Panther parade, and there'd be like 200 black people there and 100,000 white people there, like fighting for black.
No,
blood.
I'll find it.
Oh, okay.
But I remember it was it was that it's like white people that are making it a problem, and they're offended by everything, and it's like kind of in the wrong way. It's not in a productive way or a helpful way. I don't know. Anyway, I want to finish my story about hating or how I'm different when around everyone. On my 30th birthday, I want to finish talking about that.
Okay.
Okay, so because you're talking about how I talk about sucking dicks all the time.
Yeah. And then I made that awesome analogy about craft dinner and nuts and bolts and poo and stuff.
There was no craft dinner. It was peas and carrots. But so it's really hard for me because I do have different people in my life, and walking into that room and seeing every person and knowing they know a different side of me, that was so hard. So I was so uncomfortable the whole dinner because I have someone to the left that I can like be like, what's up? Let's suck
think
some.
the major problem, to be completely
What?
honest with you, you walked in and you saw all these people from your life that hate me,
No.
that don't like me.
No. Okay. There was the one girl there that
You
didn't
thought
like
you were uncomfortable. Let's talk about fucking me.
No. There was one girl there that I knew didn't like you because I
And a
took
guy.
you to. What guy didn't like you? Oh yeah, but I took you to a fancy cocktail bar.
Yeah, we got into that, and then I said I was going to
No,
euthanize the
stop.
homeless people.
No. This is second. We went back to the cocktail bar with one of the friends that came to the
Well, that's
surprise
kind of your
birthday.
fault. You brought me back after the euthanize part.
I know. I should have fucking learned.
You should have just kicked me out of your life then.
And then you there was a white leather couch, and you sprawled out like this. Ooh,
Oh,
shit.
I remember this.
And then I was like, Steven, get your fucking feet off the couch. And then you said,
And do it in
This-
my wait. Do it in your impersonation of my voice.
okay, because
And then
you,
get,
you
like-
hate when I impersonate your voice.
Yeah, because like literally I don't sound like this. But go ahead.
So you were
I'm
like,
so excited
you're
right
sitting
now.
like this,
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
like,
And
was
I'm
like-
you, okay?
okay, say it.
Steven, what? Wait, hold on. That wasn't a good impression.
If you,
Steven, what are you doing?
and then
What'd I do?
you're like,
What did I do?
you go like this. Well, these motherfuckers haven't updated the hotel in 10 years, so they can get fucked. And then there was a menu, the drink menu.
I didn't say so they could get fucked. I was like, they haven't done a reno in a few years.
Yeah,
That's
then you
what I said.
grabbed the menu and you shoved it up your ass. and
Oh, fuck.
then you're like, okay, let's go get some cocktails. Like,
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, awesome. So she was there. So I'm sure she didn't really like you. But so that's what I mean. Like, that's the friend that whenever I hang out with her, we're like, it's very sweet and calm. And so last night, what happened was I was out with one of my friends who I met her last year.
Yeah.
We were sitting talking, and her and I, like, we have like pretty deep conversations, and she's one of those girls that's into like astrology, so she's good at like explaining things, and but it's very like, I joke around, but I'm not myself. And then Jerry showed up with Jono because I had to pick something up for them.
Two of your friends.
Two of my friends. And I hugged Jono, and then I hugged Jerry, and my friend hugged Jerry before, and she's like, you smell good. And then I hugged Jerry. I was like, oh man, you smell like Ian. That makes me want to take my shirt off and shake my titties or something like that.
Something sexual.
And her face was like, and then I looked at her, and I was like,
See, this is the problem, is sometimes it seeps through.
I know.
I don't have this
and then
problem.
she was shocked.
Yeah.
She was like, who the fuck was that? And
I
then
don't
Jerry's
have-
like, what do you mean? This, like, Brittany, this is Brittany.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that's how
yeah.
Brittany talks. And then I realized that,
We're okay. Go ahead. But
well,
like,
no, my whole thing
wrap it
is
up.
that I do, we gotta wrap it up. Okay. I do, I change around certain people, but it's not me not being myself. It's seeing what they're comfortable with and not pushing the
No.
boundary.
What you do is you shape shift and you mold into what you read a room,
Yeah.
and then you change yourself accordingly to what you think they want you to be. That's exhausting. So you're a multi-layered person, but you take a layer and then you give that certain thing to people. Me, I'm a multi-layered person. You get to know me. I'm kind, compassionate, mean, angry, evasive,
Yeah.
But I'm just that all the time.
So you're like a shepherd's pie, and I'm
Let's do a shitty analogy.
and I'm Steven's separate pie, because I'm all separated.
Oh yeah, Steven's separate pie is my own thing. I just make all the ingredients to shepherd's pie, and then I just put them separately on the plate. It's good though. You fucking like it. That's my
Dude,
key dish.
I haven't had that in years.
I'll cook it for you soon.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding.
That's the first time I
I'm
got
joking.
to talk without you telling a long story. So
Maybe, you know what I mean? Fuck therapy. Just start a podcast with your ex or your
Yeah.
partner, and that should fucking work things out.